My name is Alex Ferrioletti. I'm a bike messenger here in New York. I've been a bike messenger for 6 years, coming into my 7th year as a bike messenger, starting in March. I'm originally from Northern California, a little small town called Weed. I grew up with my mother. She raised me single-handedly, so I didn't have a lot. And when I was young, about my only way of getting around was bicycling. And I lived about 7 miles outside of town. It'd take me about half an hour to ride in. I loved it because it was so independent. Like, all I needed to do was get on my bike and go. It's 2003, and I move out to New York, and it's March. I can't enroll in college till the fall semester, so I'm just gonna work as a bike messenger. And she's like, oh yeah, just don't get hung up in it. And here I am, like, 6 years later, hung up in it. Then like, this community here, like, it was really, at the time, it was really focused on these alley cats, which are these like outlaw bike races. It took me a little bit to get some fitness going. It took me some time to get the street smarts and the traffic skills, a lot of which I learned the hard way. I can tell you how many times I've broken bones by being hit by cars. I started winning some races, started doing well. I started traveling around and going to other cities and meeting other messengers in other cities, and then I opened up a bike shop. I spent the month of January in Minneapolis. I'd met a girl, and she was living out there. It was kind of funny because I was like on the phone with her, like before we had really officially started dating. We were just kind of like talking a lot, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna win that bike race. I'm gonna win that bike race." And she's like, "You're not gonna win that bike race." And I was like, "Oh no, I'm gonna win it. I'm gonna come out there. I'm gonna live in your town. I'm gonna win your bike race." So I won the race, got the girl, moved back to New York. I was working for this messenger company, Dragonfly Courier, and it was about the best messenger company in New York. I took a couple weeks off to go to Japan to go to a bike race. I get back from Japan and my boss calls me in. We're sitting there and he's like, I don't think you can work here anymore. I want somebody who's not going to take so many trips and is going to be more focused on my business. And then following that, I had a falling out with my business partner. So I was working for a crappy company and didn't have my bike shop anymore, and then my girlfriend dumps me. Everything had fallen apart. Everything I'd worked for the last few years had just completely gone down the toilet. And I remember I would talk to this guy Squid, big mover and shaker in the bike messenger scene here, and he was organizing this bike race that was a track race. It wasn't an alley cat, it was a track race. The winner of the bike race won a free plane ticket to Sydney, Australia to attend the Bike Messenger World Championships in 2006. That was my A1 priority. I quickly refocused my life on this. I started training, I stopped drinking. I spent a lot of time focusing on like getting my shit together and getting my mental state like in a place where I could be focused like this. I found out about training the hard way. Like, I really had no idea what I was doing. Get on a home trainer and truck away for an hour or so, and somebody explained the concept of intervals to me. So I, like, a 30-second hardcore song with like a 1 minute like longer hardcore song, and that was like months and months of work. And it was like, I was questioning myself. I was like, why, like, what's gonna happen if I work this hard and like go all the way to Los Angeles and I don't win? I was preparing myself for that eventuality, and like, I got there and I trusted my training and I trusted my body. Like, I trusted that like I was gonna be head and shoulders above everybody else because I'd been working so hard for so long. In that day, I won the 2-day Omnium and I won the plane ticket to Australia. And I was like, I'm gonna bring home a championship. I'm gonna bring back to New York the first messenger world champion. I came back from the Worlds, and training had become part of my lifestyle, much like cycling had. And I'd started working out in gyms and like kind of like lifting weights and like doing other things, and like I really had no idea what I was doing. I was reading bodybuilding magazines and like picking up tips from like other gym people, and like, just going, seeing what happened as I went along. Never had any of my power numbers measured. And then this is all stuff that I need if I want to make it on to the next level. And like, I'm at this point where I'm like gonna break through to the next level if I do everything right, but I have to know what right is. If I go out to LA and train, I'll be right there at the Carson Velodrome, and that's where they do the elite national championships, and that's my goal, is to win that. I mean, the only person that beats me out here at Casina is the national champion for his age group, and that to me says a lot. The idea of this is going to be a great opportunity for me. I mean, like, I want to be one of the best. I want to be the national champion of the mass sprint. That's going to take a lot of work, but at the same time, like, I'm here. I'm ready to do the work. I have like a real opportunity to focus and eliminate all the other things from my life that are superfluous other than racing. And that, you know, that to me is like a dream. I would love to do that, just because like this has been what I've been doing for the last few years, and I've been doing it well by myself, but I need help. I've recognized that I need this.